Hi everybody! Today I'm going to show you my 5 favorite craft storage solutions. So everybody knows that if you have a craft space, it gets easily taken over with a bunch of stuff. And so these are my 5 favorite ways of organizing those different types of things. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how I organize my scrapbook paper. I have been using this method for probably a decade now, and it is still my favorite way of storing the scrapbook paper. So basically I just have this storage crate here and I do it in like a file system. So inside of my crate in the front I have these tiny scrapbook paper pads, and then I have some of these jumbo stickers that don't fit anywhere else. And then I have some calendars that I've cut up to do for wall decor, and then my cutting mat. But then everything behind it is scrapbook paper. And so I have them organized by color. So we have purples and blues and greens, so on throughout the rainbow. Then we get to like tan, gray, and black. And then behind that is everything that has multiple colors, so that couldn't be sorted into colors. They are just everything else, basically. So that's how that is organized. And then behind that, I have like these clear acetate pages. I have a full paper pad, and then I have some other kits back here, and then these are different when you're doing actual scrapbooking. These are like pop-up pages and templates and stuff, and then some scrapbook page protectors. And so that is basically it, but I love just the simplicity of when I have an idea of what color I'm looking for or pattern I'm looking for, I can easily flip through and find what I want, and it's just nice and easy. And then also in front of each color I wanted to mention is where I keep all the scraps. So if I still have a pretty big chunk of paper here left over, in the front of the color is where I throw all of these smaller pieces. And so that's how every color is, and so that's just what works for me in organizing my scrapbook paper. Okay, the second thing I wanted to show you that I organize over here is all of my tags. And this might be a little random, but this is like a jewelry organizer that came from the Target dollar spot. I think it was like $3 or $5, something like that. And I had gotten it at during one of the after holiday clearances. So I got this thing for like 30 cents. And so at the time I wasn't sure what I was going to use it for, but I figured for 30 cents I'm going to go ahead and grab it. And so this is what I decided to use it for. I also get all of these tags from the after holiday clearances at Target. And so again, I spent about 10 cents on each of these tag packages. So I have a whole bunch to choose from, and so this was just my way of organizing them, and I think it's really cool. It's hung up on the wall to the side of my desk, and so whenever I'm making projects and I need some goodies, this is just an easy way to access them and see everything that I have. Okay, the third thing I wanted to show you is inside of my plastic drawers here. And please excuse the mess that is completely all around the drawers. This is my craft room. Hopefully I'm not the only one whose craft room looks like this. But I wanted to show you inside of this drawer in particular. I have been using these Dollar Tree storage bins inside of this drawer to organize all of my different tools that I have here. And so I love this drawer. I don't know what it is about it, but it's organized, and so I love that. So let me just fix this a little bit. Okay, so I just wanted to show you, I have white in the front and blue in the back just because they had run out of one color at the time and I had to go back and they didn't have any more. Anyway, so we have white in the front, blue in the back, and I think they were 2 for $1. I think maybe they were 4 for $1. No, I don't remember. Anyway, so in this one I have my little punches, and then we have large punches. These are all of my acrylic stamps. Then we have my wooden stamps over here. We have all of my inks. These are all of the Dollar Tree and 99-cent store beads. This one holds all of my glitter and sequins, and I'm using these little, all of these little medical like pill bags. They say AM and PM on there. Of course now it's not going to show you. There we go. And so I just wanted some small bags, and this was all I could find at the time. But this is how I sort all of my colored sequins that again came from Dollar Tree. And then over here is just a thing full of random stuff. So we have wooden tags, letter beads, just random little things in there. But I love this drawer. I love how organized it is. And so I just wanted to show you guys that. Okay, my fourth favorite storage solution is for my ribbons. This is a box I've had since I was a child. I don't even remember what's originally in here, but it's a very nice sturdy box. And so inside of it is all of my ribbons. And so again, this is kind of like a file system for me. I just find that that's the easiest thing to do. I don't know what it is. And so I cut up one of these large sheets of this stuff right here. And this is something you can find at a craft store to do those, what is it called? The hook and something to make the pictures. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Leave that down in the comments below what this is called. Now I cannot think of it. But I cut these down into just the perfect size to fit in this box. And so then I just take whatever ribbon I have and I just wrap it around, and I will put a paper clip on it to hold it down. So let me show you like this, a paper clip to hold it closed, and some of them have tape as well. That way they're not constantly falling off like how this one is trying to. And then I just put it back in order of the rainbow. That way I can easily find everything that I'm looking for. And I have had this solution for a while, probably well over 5 years, maybe more. And I just love looking at it, and it is really easy to store everything instead of having them on their own spools and taking up a whole bunch of space. This works for me. And then they do sometimes get the creases in them, but all you need to do is get your hair straightener to iron it out, and it works just fine. And so this is definitely one of my favorite storage solutions. And lastly, number 5 is my Embellishments Binder. So embellishments are kind of tricky to store. You don't know if you want to keep them in the package, or you have a bunch of tiny pieces, or, you know, so forth and so on. Embellishments can be tricky. And so this is a method I've been using, again, for well over a decade, and this is just what works for me. And it's keeping everything in a binder in these card protectors with the sorted that you use for pocket letters. Been using this forever, and this is just what works for me. So over here are my large things that wouldn't fit, obviously. And so those are stashed over there, and then everything else is just kept inside of these little card protector things. And so it's just a great way of sorting, like these are all my numbers, these are all my words, these are little quotes, these are flowers. And you just go through, and this is how I have everything, and I can find everything really easily. A lot of this stuff I've had since I made the binder 10 years ago. And some of it was left over from when my mother and I used to do this together. And so this is just what works for me. I don't know. I hope if you struggle with organizing your stuff that you might try this method out. I think it really comes in handy. And so I will show you back here. Let me see. At the end of these pocket ones, now I just have a regular page protector with the like jumbo embellishments that I have here. And some of these are ancient, and I should probably go through and get rid of a bunch. And then we're getting into the extra large ones, or things that I have made that are big. And so I just have them in the page protectors with just a regular sheet of paper in between, so that I can clearly see what they are. And then in the back here, we go back to the pockets, and these are all my tags and things like that came in different scrapbook paper kits and everything. So they all kind of coordinate together. Alright everybody, so those are my 5 favorite storage solutions. I hope you try them out if you're struggling in your craft room. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.